Hello, I'm PastorDruski, and I stream strategy games on Twitch. I'm collaborating with Paradox Arc to talk about Mechabellum and its team-based 2v2 mode, since robot battles are better with friends. Mechabellum is a strategy PvP auto-battler that lets you customize the units, loadouts, and formations of a giant mech army, and then sit back and watch them stomp into combat. The game has two phases: a planning phase where you purchase and position new units, and a combat phase where you watch to see how your strategy plays out. When you start a new match, you will first make a choice from 4 random specialists, who each give a unique power and a set of starter units to form the foundation of your army. Building your army is simple. You use supply to purchase up to 2 units from what you have unlocked, and you can unlock 1 new unit type per turn. Supply is also used to level up units, purchase new techs, or deploy devices onto the field. Each round you can choose new specialist passives, equipment for your units, reinforcements, or battle abilities to deploy. In 2v2 mode, your initial experience is very similar to the standard game. You will be facing an opponent opposite of you, so most of your engagements will be against them first. Any surviving units will then continue the assault by targeting the nearest enemies on your teammate's board. When the round is decided, the team with remaining units will deal damage to the opposing team's health based on the value of the units alive. The total health of the 2 teams may be noticeably different from each other at the outset, since the chosen starting specialists each give a set amount of player health for balance purposes, and in 2v2, that health is combined into a single number for the team. Perhaps the biggest difference players will notice in 2v2 are the maps. There are 3 main categories of map in team play: Standard, Compact, and Siege. First is Standard. This is essentially 2 1v1 boards side by side to each other. It makes for a large playing area, but is also the most straightforward. Next is the Compact map. As the name suggests, it is a smaller and often faster map, and this is achieved by cutting out roughly 1/3 of each player's board, resulting in the team's inner towers being nearly adjacent. Finally, the Siege map. This map is asymmetrical, as one team is back-to-back with each other in the middle, while the other is on the outsides facing inwards. Though you cannot deploy units directly onto your ally's board, each of these map types provide different opportunities for team play. For example, since units target by proximity, simply placing your units near your ally's board may cause them to target your ally's opponent if their units happen to be closer, pulling them that way. Or you can purchase the mobile beacon ability from the right-hand tower to make certain your units head where you want them to go. Speaking of abilities, combat abilities are not limited to your own board. So if you find that one player on the opposing team is doing most of the heavy lifting, you both might consider a coordinated strike. Another area that stands out would be on the flanks. In Mechabellum, flanks are special zones along the sides of your opponent's board where you can deploy units after the first round. With an initial drop delay done, these flanks can start a new angle of attack, draw off enemy units, or try to destroy enemy towers. During the planning phase, towers provide a selection of buffs to choose from, but during the combat phase, they become a target. When a tower is destroyed, it causes a massive temporary debuff to all of that player's units, though not their teammates. In the standard map, flanks get interesting on the inside. Both players have flanks together in the center, which may give some opportunities to an industrious team. On the compact map, however, there is no center flank at all. So with fewer flanks, you might think it favors less aggressive play. And you might be right, until both teams charge the middle with fast movers. With the Siege map, given its asymmetrical approach, the team flanks differ depending on whether they are on the inside or the outside, though clever plays may certainly be found either way. Of course, don't feel like you must force a situation where you are moving units to the opposing board. Good team play is usually just reliably winning your own side. Even if you're not, many times your ally can cover you while you build up the units, tech, and momentum to ultimately carry the team. Remember, the maps are larger than in solo plays, so if you are winning your side, units with speed, range, or possibly repair might give some extra benefit as you cross to your ally's board. Those that produce additional units will have more time to do so as well. On the flip side, watch out for sneaky combo attacks by your opponents if you seem to be the primary threat. If you're like me, you'll find that Mechabellum is at its best when enjoyed with friends. Use coordination and communication in this mode of cooperation to bring victory to your team. I'm PastorDruski, and good luck out there.